Okay, so explain why substances with simple molecular structures have low melting and boiling points in terms of the relatively weak forces between the molecules. Now, this is extremely similar to the last one I was explaining, and I think I went into a bit more detail when I was explaining the last one. So I'm just going to refer back to the last podcast. You can see we have our carbon dioxide. We have our which has a low melting point. We have our weak intermolecular forces, as I explained earlier. And the reason why the melting points and boiling points are relatively weak, are low, is because of the relatively weak forces between the molecules, okay? So in between here and here, the force is weak, so it doesn't take much energy to break them apart. So the temperature required to melt these, turn them from a solid into a liquid, is very low. And the same to turn from a liquid to a gas. Now, the majority of these substances are low melting point solids or liquids or gases at room temperature. So again, we're looking at simple molecular structures. Simple molecular structures, just to be clear. We got low melting and boiling points because of the relatively weak forces between the molecules. So in between here is what we're talking about, in between this carbon dioxide molecule and this carbon dioxide molecule.